Hello, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Can you please tell a little bit about yourself and the photo exhibition?
So I'm Manish Kumar Agrawal. I'm country director for Concern Worldwide in Bangladesh. So today, we are organizing a photo exhibition with the title "Surging the Hope: Stories from Climate Resilience." Concern work in Bangladesh to support people who are vulnerable to highly, the natural disasters, especially the climate-induced natural disasters, floods, cyclone. We have been working to support communities to adapt to the climate change impact. And the idea of this today's exhibition is to demonstrate, to socialize general public in Bangladesh, civil society in Bangladesh, government, the media personnel like you, that while we do see a lot of impact of climate change in Bangladesh, but at the same time, the resilience what people are developing to these climate-induced disaster is also exceptional, and it's very important to share some of these great resilience work what people have done in northern part of Bangladesh with rest of the world, and that helps to keep our hopes alive that yes, there is an impact of climate change, but if we work in the right direction, then it is very much possible to avert the impact of climate change. And I would just like to mention two important things here. One, that if we really want to avoid the upcoming or looming, the climate catastrophe, we really need to work hard to mitigate the climate change impact in terms of reducing the carbon emission, but also bringing huge amount of climate finance to help those who are highly vulnerable to adapt to the climate change. Bangladesh is not the creator of this problem, rather Bangladesh is a sufferer, but Bangladesh is also a leader country when it comes to successfully demonstrating how to build the resilience with such small resources. So just imagine if there is a proportionate level of resources are available in terms of climate finance, then Bangladesh can demonstrate a significant achievement in terms of building climate resilience. So our ask would be to the international community that climate finance should be made available to Bangladesh and its people so that it can contribute into developing the resilience and adaptation to climate change.
So we were talking about the Bangladesh climate changing problems. So I would like to know that internationally, what about the international climates, like climate problem and the environmental problem?
Well, it's like one of the biggest problem, and I think what I would really like to say to every single person who is watching this interview, that don't think that the climate change is impacting only someone in Gaibanda or someone in Bogura, but every single person, including someone sitting in a slum area in Dhaka to Baridhara diplomatic zone in Dhaka, everyone is impacted by climate change. And there are a lot of efforts happening at the international level, especially that there is a conference of parties, COP29 is coming up very soon in Baku, Azerbaijan, where one of the major issue this year will be discussing is the finance, the climate finance. That there was a target which was set sometime in 2016 in the COP21 in Paris, that $100 billion will be made available for climate resilience, climate change, the impact of climate change per year for countries who are suffering from the climate change impact. After almost close to 10 years, this year we are advocating to revise that target, and looking at the scale of the climate change impact, we are really looking towards those policymakers that this target is revised to $1 trillion per year, out of which at least $300 billion should be made available for the adaptation, and all this finance should come as grant and not just loan. And Bangladesh, as forefront of climate change impact, do deserve a large scale climate finance to support its people to adapt to the climate change. So that's what our ask is at the international level, and that's what we at Bangladesh, but then also our other country offices are working tirelessly at international level.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you.